Okay, I am now live. It says we're telling your followers that you started a live video.
So this is actually through my account?
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. No one's gonna. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay, this is very confusing. That's really funny. Did you have a little more followers?
There's people coming. So now you, on the top, do you see it say live? Do you see it say like Stub Luv? And there's a little live. Click on that.
Yes, I do.
So click on that, and then after you click on it, there should be an option. So now you're in. Now there's going to be something that comes up that says you can actually go into it.
Oh, request to join?
Yeah, there you go. So there should be. There should be an option. So now you're in. Now there's going to be something that comes up that says you can actually go into it. There you go. View request. There you go. Now it's going to go live in a second, so be ready. Woo woo! Woo woo! Woo woo!
What's up, Howard?
We figured it out. All right.
Howard, I'm good at ticket stubs, but I'm not good at Instagram, so I
I
apologize.
see that. I see
Yep.
that you are very good at ticket stubs and you suck at Instagram, but that's okay. We are here, episode 4 of Stub Luv Live. And now he's no mystery. We have with us the Godfather.
Oh,
Let me bow down, kiss the ring of all tickets and ticket collecting. I am so excited to have Eric Zitter on Stub Luv Live. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Howard. Thank you for that very kind introduction. But
Well,
thank you.
it's a deserving introduction, and thank you to your wife and your family for giving you some, I don't know, technological prowess. Well, they did it for you. So getting you onto the forum tonight. So I really appreciate that. Took a little bit, but you know what? I always tell my kids, don't quit on anything in life. And I wasn't going to quit, neither were you. So we're here.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yep.
So let's start. How and when, Eric, did you start collecting tickets?
Tickets were around 2016. So I started with cards when I was a little kid, probably around 10 years old, and then collected cards for a while. After then I stopped for a little bit, and then after college I got back into it. So basically, some of the cards that I've always wanted when I was a kid, I started buying those, and after a while, couldn't even afford the cards I wanted as a kid as an adult, and that was pretty depressing. So then I started to look for other things to do, and I think it was around 2016 or 17 I came across there was a website, actually a West Coast collector dealer. He had a bunch of debut stubs on his website, Hall of Fame guys, vintage. I thought those were pretty cool. And I said, you know what? I think that's something that I want to get into. I started looking on eBay, doing some research, and found that they were pretty rare, hard to find. And ended up buying the ones that he had and went for the ones on eBay. And I thought it'd be cool to get a collection of whatever baseball Hall of Fame debut stubs I could get. So I started with baseball. That went into basketball,
Wait,
hockey, football.
hold on. Let's stop for a second. Is your baseball Hall of Fame debut collection better than Sean Doherty's?
I don't know. Sean has a pretty good collection. He's helped me get some stuff too. So I can't say it's better than Sean's. I don't know.
Wah. Okay, I'm sorry, I cut you off. So
Yeah.
you have basketball, hockey, football. You've got an unbelievable collection. What was the first ticket or the first big debut that you bought back in the day? And if I can ask you, you know, you don't even have to tell me the number, but percentage as to what it's worth today, did you pay for it back then?
Yeah, I think so. The first ones I bought, again, they were on the website. I think it was like 10 at the same time. So at the time it was, I don't know, I think there was like a Nolan Ryan, Eddie Murray. There's an Kaline in there. I don't remember the other ones, but yeah, I mean, from 10 years ago till now, there's a pretty big increase in the price from then to now, for sure.
Maybe you paid a tenth of what they're worth now?
Maybe five times increase from the
Wow.
time that I bought it.
Wow. So, what happened to the cards? You still collect cards though, too, don't you?
Not as much. I collect autograph cards, so if there's a cool autograph card, I pick it up. But for the most part, still tickets.
And I see the Gretzky jersey and the Jordan jersey behind you. I see some of those things. So you dabble in other forms of sports memorabilia as well.
A little bit, but it's mostly tickets.
Okay. Um, what was the first ticket that you added to your collection? Give me just the first. Like, do you remember the Virgin ticket?
First ticket was probably a Nolan Ryan debut.
Nice way to start the collection.
Yep.
Do you have that ticket for us to see tonight? Did you happen to bring that one?
No, I didn't pull the Ryan out, but
Okay.
I pulled some others. Yep.
Okay. We're going to go through the gamut of our questions. What is I don't know, one ticket that you own? And I know you're a collector. You don't sell. Am I correct?
Yep. I trade every once in a while, but no, I've never sold.
Even trading, you don't love to trade either. Am I correct?
If it's something I really want, then I've done a couple of trades, but not really.
If I said to you, there's one ticket in your collection, you can only have that one ticket, you're going to be buried with that ticket, what's it going to be?
Yeah, probably. So I have a Mays debut, so that's probably one of my favorites that I
See,
have.
I know you have the Willie Mays debut, and how many other people have a Willie Mays debut that you're aware of?
That I'm aware of, none. But there's always a chance that there could be others out there for sure. I think there are like 20,000 people at the game, so you never know what's out there. Even if you see the PSA pop report, there's usually more than that out there. So who knows?
So we don't have. So now we have people are coming back in. I don't know. I got a lot of people coming in now, so that's good. Did you happen to bring with you the Willie Mays debut?
Yep, I pulled the Mays only for you, Howard. I pulled it for you tonight.
No, I begged you to go to the vault today and pull out a few tickets, and you decided to do it for me. And thank you. I will kiss the ring and bow down to the Godfather. Can you show it to us? Can you show us the Willie Mays debut?
So if you can see it, okay?
Yeah, I can see it. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I like it a lot. Wow. So that is an official 1 of 1.
In the pop report, yeah.
Have you heard of anyone ever?
I think there have been rumors of maybe another one or two out there, but I haven't seen them.
Okay. Tell me, what's been your best experience as a ticket collector? Or what's your best experience when it comes to tickets?
Yeah, so again, I'm primarily a debut collector, so it's really finding the ones that are hard to find. Not so much the value, but the rare ones. So, for debut collectors, they're probably aware that some of them are pretty tough. Like Biggio and Glavin. So when you find those are probably some of the the exciting finds. It's not so much for me the value of the ticket, just finding the ones that I still need.
It's pretty incredible. You have an amazing collection. You're going to show a little bit of it for us tonight. And I ask you, what's what gets you? What's exciting to you? And you talk about, a Tom Glavine debut. You just showed us a Willie Mays debut, and you're excited about a Tom Glavine or a Craig Biggio debut. And I think that's really cool. I think that's cool, not only for ticket collecting, but I think it says a lot about you too, Eric. So, that's awesome. What's the favorite ticket that you have in your collection? What's your most favorite ticket?
Yeah, so obviously the Mays is up there, and I'll show you another one. So I do basketball too, and so the Chamberlain debut is always up there.
God, that's a Wilt Chamberlain debut. Like you can't put it down yet. You got to give him a little more love. You got to give him a little more love. So how many of those are in PSA Pop Report?
I think there's 2 in the Pop Report.
Do you know who has the other one?
I do. Yep.
Okay. The way you said it, I thought maybe it's you have both.
I do.
Oh,
yes.
You see? You don't just have one Wilt debut. You have 2, and those are the only 2 known to man.
Yeah, I started doing this a long time ago, so they were less expensive back then and a little bit easier to find also.
Wow. Know of anyone else that has a Wilt debut or has rumored to be in possession of one?
I don't, but I'm sure there could be others out there.
Is there any ticket that you have that you had an opportunity to get and for whatever reason you missed out on it and now you're like, dang, I really wish I would have gone the next mile, next bid, next whatever, because I may not see that one again and I'm upset about it.
Yeah, I think REA had a ticket stub from Jackie Robinson's first hit, and it didn't really. It was a cool ticket, but not something I really needed. I didn't realize. I guess I wasn't paying attention. It was actually Duke Snider's debut, so I missed that one. And I think Leland's had a Roberto Clemente not too long ago, and that went for a pretty high price. So I was priced out of that one.
Well, so the Clemente debut, that was cool, and I know who won that. He's published that, and I hope to have him on the show. He's an awesome collector too. His name's Mark Mader. My understanding, and I don't want to bring up his name again, but is it my understanding that Sean Doherty got that Duke Snider debut and
That
that
is
Jackie
that
first
is that is correct, and he reminds me about it all the time. So yes,
he
yep.
stole it right out of your
He
paws,
did.
right?
I think he texted me right after the auction to make sure that I knew that he got it.
You debut guys, you MLB debut guys are a unique breed. So that's pretty cool. If you had right now $1,000, either your thousand or you were giving someone advice who had $1,000, what tickets would you tell? What ticket or tickets would you tell them to buy?
Yeah, so again, I'm not an investor. I'm mainly a collector, but I mean I'd stick to the vintage stuff. Like the old 50s, 60s, the key guys. The Mantles, Mays. I'm not big on speculating with the rookies who I've never heard of before that are supposed to be good. I did that when I was a kid with the baseball cards, and that never worked out so well. So I'd stick with the blue chip
I
vintage
think
stuff.
that's good advice. I tell my kids the same thing. Go with the Hall of Famers, the goats, the best. Can't go wrong with the goats and the best. And I think the modern stuff I think is probably a lot. I don't know about tickets because we don't really have tickets that much anymore. But those the tickets in the 2000s. I don't know if those are great deals. What do you think about overall, Eric, ticket collecting? If there are no more tickets to live events, do you think that's going to negatively impact tickets, or do you think that's going to actually help tickets because they're going to be considered more vintage and rare? What do you think?
I think both. I think for the real collectors, they're gonna love the tickets they have and whatever they can get. But it's hard to get new people into the hobby if they can't continue collecting new tickets as more events happen.
Yeah,
So I think it
I
goes
think I'm
both
with
ways.
you. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think it's a good answer. Show us some more tickets. So what else did you bring tonight? I know I told you to bring some stuff, some major things. So what did you bring
Yeah, I
for us?
just I just pulled a random mix. I know different people like different things. So to go with the Chamberlain, I pulled a Russell debut.
So that's a Bill Russell debut.
Yep.
Wow. How many in the pop report for PSA?
Um, I think that's it. I think there's one more out there that I've seen. So in the pop report, I think there's just one. Maybe there's two. I'm not sure.
Okay. Next.
Yeah, and then one thing I do is I also do first ever head-to-head games. So to go with the Chamberlain and the Russell, this is the first regular season game they played against each other.
Oh my
So I,
God.
so I do head-to-head games also. I also do records. So here's I actually did this with you if you remember. First game of Ripken's streak, signed by Ripken, and you helped me with that one at I think it was the Philly
I
show we
did.
went to.
That
Yeah.
was a great show, and we had a great time. And I enjoyed standing in line with you. And Cal took care of both of us. But
And,
so that's the first game of Cal Streak.
yeah, and we got it signed. So if you remember, I was a little worried that he wouldn't sign it. And you said, "No, don't worry, just follow me." So you started talking to him about nonsense, and I slipped it in while you were talking to him. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you
Yep.
did. All right, that's a great ticket. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So then also last game's a streak. So here's this is Cy Young's 511th win.
Pull it up a little bit. or pull it back so we can see it? So that's Cy Young's last
Yes.
win.
So that's the major league record for wins in baseball.
511. How many are in the Pop Report?
I think that's it. I think there's just one.
And what year was that ticket from, Eric?
That's from 1911.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm getting too excited, but go ahead. Show us more.
Yeah, and then I like tickets from big fights. So here's the Bird Dr. J choke game. So got it signed by both of them.
That's a big ticket for me. I love the choke game. That's awesome. Awesome ticket.
Yep. And I know you were a Hulkamaniac when you were a kid, so I pulled a wrestling ticket also. Here's when Hogan beat the Iron Sheik, the beginning of Hulkamania. So
yeah, that's amazing. That's a great ticket, and you got Hulk to sign it.
Yep. So those are just some examples of some stuff, but it's pretty broad. I started with debuts and got into other stuff along the way.
Understanding is from just my general knowledge. So let me go through it. Sandy Koufax debut, do you have one?
I do, yeah.
Magic Johnson debut, do you have one?
I do, yep.
Yogi Berra debut, do you have one?
Yep.
Mickey Mantle debut, do you have one?
I do.
Babe Ruth called shot, do you have it?
Yep.
Tom Brady debut, signed ticket, you have it?
Stub, yeah.
Brady Bledsoe full ticket, signed the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah. I could go through. We did this top 100 list. There needs to be a Zitter list where it's just your own dang list. What's that?
No, I did this a long time ago, so I wouldn't be able to do it today. So I was lucky I did it when I did.
What? God bless you, because you've got a great collection and you were smart enough and wise enough to be kind of ahead of the curve, and that's terrific. Before we run the gauntlet together, do you have any other tickets there, any recent pickups or anything else that you brought with us to show the viewers?
Two recent. I haven't bought much in the last 6-7 months. Stuff is harder to find, but here's stuff from Gretzky's first ever Pro Gold.
Pull that back a little bit. Wow. Was that the? Oh no, that wasn't the one that you said it was the first game with Gordie Howe. That's a different.
Nope, that's actually this one. So I bought them both. So it's not labeled as that. It's labeled as Gretzky's, I think, his third goal, which is not as exciting, but it's actually the first ever pro game that Gretzky played against Howe. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Wow. So first goal, first professional goal, third goal, also first game with Gordie Howe.
Yep.
Amazing. Well, I appreciate you showing that stuff off. Anything else before we move on?
No, that's all I got for right now.
Well, I got to tell you, Eric, let's run the gauntlet real quick because I want to try to keep these short. And you had a lot to show, and my goal is to keep these at 15 minutes. So, ready to run the gauntlet, my friend?
Let's do it. Yep.
Okay. Are you a stub guy or a full guy?
Prefer fulls, but happy with a stub. Either one.
PSA, Beckett, or like we saw a few today, no slab.
PSA.
Debuts or moments?
For me, still debuts.
Signed tickets or unsigned tickets?
I tend to get them signed if there's a chance to get them signed.
Now, I know you collect Yankee milestones. Am I correct? That's a big part of your collection as well?
Yep.
Would you rather have a missing Yankee milestone or a missing MLB debut?
Debut.
A PSA 10 ticket or a PSA Pop 1 ticket?
Pop 1.
Who do you like better, Mike Violi or Sean Darby?
I hate those guys. Neither one.
They're both awful human beings, aren't they?
Yep.
Awful guys. Will you sell me that Wilt Chamberlain debut, yes or no?
Nope.
Will you sell me that Willie Mays debut, yes or no?
Nope.
Will you sell me your Magic Johnson debut, yes or no?
I got nothing for you, Howard.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You got nothing. You got nothing for anybody. Do you think you could physically fight Mark Mader and win if there was a competition over a ticket that you both needed for your collection.
No, I've met Mark Mader, and I have no chance.
You know what, Eric? You're right. You have no chance against
Yep.
Mark. You're right. You're right. Eric Zitter, it has been a pleasure to have you on Stub Luv Live. It took a little bit of time, but like I say to everybody, good things are worth the wait, and it was worth the wait. So thank you very much for coming on. I know you don't normally do this, and I appreciate you making the accommodation to be on. So thank you. Episode 4 of Stub Luv Live with Eric Zitter. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you, Howard. Have a good night. Appreciate it.
Be well.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks to your wife, too, for helping.
Will do. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.